Going north from Crinan, there are some serious tidal gates to overcome. The first of these is getting through Doris Moor, just outside Crinan Bay. After that, you have the choice of the Corrib Wrekin between Dure and Scarborough, the Sound of Luing between Scarborough and Luing, or the Sound of Cuan between Luing and Seal. We decided to take it in 2 bites. First of all, just going through Doris Moor before heading to Cruve Marina. On 10th of June we left Crinan and headed out towards Doris Moor. We were slightly earlier as there was still a little tide against us. Corrib Wrekin looked quiet enough, but we're not going that way. We're headed north into Loch Shuna and around Shuna Island, which turned out to be half surrounded by fish farms. There's a rambling mansion on the island, but it's not all that old. Apparently it suffered concrete blight and was abandoned soon after it was built. Cruve Marina was formed by connecting 5 small islands up to form a sheltered bay. The street of colourful houses was built at the same time, but apart from a hotel and small stores there is nothing else there, and the stores had a closing down sign on it. On the other hand, the marina was busy building a new central complex. On the 11th of June we decided to retrace our steps slightly and take the Sound of Luing rather than risk the high-speed chicane through the Sound of Cuan. There was little wind to give steerage way, so we motored up the Sound with the water boiling and swirling, grabbing at the rudder, trying to twist the boat around. Fladdy Island slid past as we were spat out into the Firth of Lorne. Once back in calmer water, we hoisted the sails and slowly made our way up the coast. A ferry destined for Oban was coming up almost directly astern, and we were beginning to get a bit worried. But looking at the AIS, we could see she had turned a couple of degrees to port, enough to open up the CPA and keep us happy. We were also heading for Oban, but not just yet. We wanted to experience the anchorage at Oban that everyone raves about. You can see why. It is picturesque and completely protected. Just a short walk up a small rise and across a couple of fields takes you to the other side of the island of Seal. At first we were alone, although according to the plotter we had moored on top of the only rock in the anchorage. The pilot said nothing about rocks, and after some time sounding around in the dinghy we decided it had to be an error. Soon the anchorage filled up, and most of the crews wandered off to see the bridge over the Atlantic. It was presumably built like this to allow boats out to sea, but this end of the Sound was silted up, and the only thing we saw go through was a rib. The radius on the bridge obviously causes long wheelbase vehicles a problem. Sitting outside the pub, we watched a pair of golden eagles soaring over the cliffs. but unfortunately my autofocus would not cope with a close-up of the bird in flight when there was no background.
Look. So I've been trying to take some pictures of the dolphins under the boat, and every time I've got the camera, the dolphin disappears. And if you look in one side, I said, look, it's under sort of 4 feet away.
I think they play with you sometimes, don't they? We'll have it.
Then we nearly ran over a basking shark as well.
Really?
Huge, great, funny thing. That's something about that long, big triangle, that big, massive.
I later discovered you could just see one of them perched on a branch in the top left-hand corner of the picture. On the 12th of June we had a gentle run up the coast inside Crinan Island to Oban. The marina is on the island opposite to the town, but the marina runs an hourly ferry into the centre of town.
Should we go out there?